So Sonic Movie 3 is finally here. We finally have it. I'm going to see it this weekend. I know a lot of people have already gotten the chance to see it, and I have been trying to avoid everything and trying to keep myself from being spoiled. But I want to make this video because I want to see if some of my predictions are correct and kind of just give my overall thoughts about the movie coming out. And I'm very excited to see it, so I want to talk about it, and I want to make this video because I want to give my thoughts before the movie, and then after I see it, of course, I'll make another video where I go over my thoughts on after the movie, and what I thought about it, and whatnot. But for now, let's talk about what I think is going to happen, what I want to see happen, and so on. I'm going to try to keep this video a little bit raw and unedited just because I don't have a lot of time to edit everything. I just finished finals. So that took a lot of my time. That's why I didn't make a video last week. But I am back now, and let's just get into the video. I just want to talk about the general overview of how I feel about Sonic Movie 3. Okay, so first thing, I want to say that this has been the most hype I've been for a Sonic movie. The first Sonic movie, obviously with the first design and everything, all the controversy surrounding it, I wasn't super excited for it. It looked like just a regular family movie. Wasn't expecting much, and that's pretty much what it turned out to be. It was a lot better than I thought it would be, but in general, it was pretty much just a family movie. For the second movie, though, I was expecting more of just the regular Sonic movie tropes, where it's just a fun family thing to go to, see with your kids, whatever, see with the young ones. But I had no idea that it would lean so heavily into the lore of the Sonic franchise, and I really enjoyed it because of that. I had no idea they were going to bring in the Master Emerald, no idea they're going to bring in the Chaos Emeralds. Back then, I wasn't really watching Sonic Tubers, I wasn't really engaging with the franchise at all. Again, I was really not expecting much from this movie, or that movie I should say. And it blew me out of the water. I still think it's like a solid 9 out of 10. A lot of people can disagree with me, but I just love that movie. I love the humans as well. And I think it was just the biggest surprise that that movie was actually as good as it was. And yeah, I loved it. So when it comes to Sonic Movie 3, I have a lot of hype because Shadow is obviously in this movie, and he is one of my favorite characters in the franchise. Honestly, he probably is my favorite character in the franchise, so I'm very excited to see him on the big screen. However, because he's my favorite character, obviously I'm a little bit skeptical, and just because I've been burned so many times, just like all of us in the Sonic franchise, I can't help but to be a little cautious, especially when it comes to how good Shadow the Hedgehog is. I really want them to do him justice, and I really don't want his character messed up. So those are just my overall thoughts. I'm very excited regardless, but let's get into more specific things like what I want to see. So let's just start with the biggest thing. I really want to see Super Shadow and Super Sonic in this movie at some point. I have not watched the second trailer. I am very big on spoilers. I only watched the first trailer, and I'm leaving it at that. I want to go in as blind as possible. I only watched the first trailer just because I know that everyone's going to have it in their thumbnails, so I might as well just see it for myself. But I wanted to leave it at just that. I have no idea if the Chaos Emeralds are in this movie. None. So if they are, I really want to see Super Sonic and Super Shadow team up, just like Sonic Adventure 2, to either stop the Ark. I have no idea if the Ark is in this movie, or a threat that is about to destroy Earth, something like that on such a cataclysmic scale. I want to see both of them try to team up in their super forms and defeat it or stop it in some capacity. That would be amazing. Another thing that I really want to see in this movie is the dynamic between Eggman and Gerald Robotnik. I really hope that they go the route where Eggman has a redemption arc in this movie. I hope that he becomes good, and teaming up with Sonic does something to him, or having Gerald go against him does something to him where he's like, you know what, I think that I should protect this planet. Whether it's because he wants to feel grand, or not. I just feel like I want to see Eggman become the protector of Earth. And that leads me into my next point of what I want to see, is that I really want to see Sonic go back to his home planet. I don't think that they're going to go this route, so I'm very cautious. I'm not expecting this at all, but I really want to see Sonic go back to his home planet with Tails and Knuckles, just because I think that the Earth plot is pretty much done with. I think 3 movies on Earth is perfect. I don't think we need the human characters anymore. I think that this franchise is successful enough in order to have Sonic go by himself and have only the CGI characters, basically. I know that it's a lot of money, but I think that they can do it because of the success of these 3 films. And yeah, that's really where I want to take this, because I want to see way more interesting locations. In the first couple of movies, the locations really weren't that great. You still got Green Hills, Montana. They did do a lot more stuff in Sonic Movie 2, which I appreciate, like the snow place. I forgot what country it was, but they went to the snow place, and then they went to the Labyrinth Zone kind of temple. And I want to see more things like that from the games. So I think it's appropriate to have Sonic go back to his home planet so we can get crazy, I keep wanting to say level aesthetics, but we're not in a game. Crazy locations for the movie. I think that it could expand it and make it a whole lot more interesting. The next thing I want to see is something very interesting happen with Gerald. I want to see a dramatic tone change with Gerald. I don't want him to be an Eggman clone. I think that he should start out being a lot like Eggman, where he's goofy and silly and whatnot. And then at the end of the movie, it is shown that he is the real villain of the movie, and he is trying to destroy Earth because they took Maria away from him. And I think that I want to see a moment in the movie where he flips on a dime. Like, his tone just completely swaps, where he's like goofing off just like Eggman, and all of a sudden he's super serious, like very matter of fact, very down to the point where he's like, I want to end humanity. That would be peak. And that is kind of the only 3 things that I really want to see out of this movie. I'm trying to go into this movie not expecting a lot, so that way when, if it does live up to the hype, I am just that much more excited and happy about the resolution. And yeah, those are pretty much the only 3 things that I want to see. Also, I'm just going to make a prediction now for the end credits. It is either going to be Silver or Metal Sonic. If I had to choose one, I think it's going to be Metal Sonic. I think that the fans have already voiced their opinions on this. Leading up to the release of Sonic Movie 3, we really want to see Metal Sonic adapted on the silver screen, and bring in Amy as well. I think Amy will definitely make an appearance in the final end credit scene in some capacity. So that is my prediction. I did want to see Silver, but it might be a little bit early. I think introducing Silver before Amy Rose might be a little weird. I mean, granted, they did introduce Shadow before Amy Rose, but I think introducing the main 3 hedgehogs before Amy, a female character, by the way, I think is a little much. By the way, why don't we have Rouge or Amy in this movie? I do want to talk about that too, because I think that they could have easily put Amy and Rouge in this movie without it feeling congested. I think that, well, first off, I think there was a missed opportunity in the Knuckles TV series. I think that Rouge should have been introduced in that TV show, so that way we don't have to spend time on introducing her character, finding out her backstory and whatnot. And Amy, I feel like Amy could have been in this movie too. I don't know if it was budget or just not having enough time. The movie is only 10 minutes longer than the first movie, so I feel like you could have easily tacked on another 15 minutes to this movie, just introducing Amy to us. I don't know, I feel like it's weird that we have so many male characters and not a single female anthropomorphic character. So I'm kind of disappointed there. I don't know if she showed up in the second trailer. I don't know if any of them showed up in the second trailer. Again, I did not want to even watch that. I have blocked all Sonic Tubers off of my feed. Like, I was not playing around. Like, I'm not trying to have this spoiled. I don't think that they're going to be in the movie. Whatever. It is what it is. As long as they get Shadow right, that's really all I care about. Okay, another prediction that I think is going to happen in the movie is I think that the Chaos Emeralds are somewhat involved in this plot. I think we are going to go around the world to collect the Chaos Emeralds. I know that in Japan it's called something like Tokyo Adventure, something like that, or World Adventure. Maybe I'm thinking about Sonic Unleashed, but they have a different title in the Japan release, and it implies that Sonic and company will be going around the Earth in different locations exploring it. Why are they going around the Earth? Well, in Sonic Movie 2, you see that Sonic dispersed the Chaos Emeralds at the end of the movie, and they are probably all around the world. And what else would they be going around the world for other than to collect the Chaos Emeralds to stop the incoming threat? I don't know why or how they're going to come to the conclusion that they need the Chaos Emeralds. Maybe they'll go the Sonic Adventure 2 route where Shadow's like, alright, I'm teaming up with Dr. Robotnik, we need to collect the Chaos Emeralds. And Sonic catches wind of that and he's like, alright, well, not if we do it first. And that's how the adventure starts. I just really, really hope they go this route, because just having a world trip, like a world adventure, would be an homage to Sonic Unleashed, one of my favorite games in the Sonic series. And it would just make for such a fun story, and I think it would work wonders. I really, really hope that they go this route. And yeah, those are pretty much all my predictions. I can't really I didn't really want to think too much about the movie because I wanted to make sure that I kept my expectations low, just so that I can have the best possible outcome of this movie. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments what your predictions are. Let me know what you're most excited for, whatever. I definitely want to hear your opinions and respond to you guys. So yeah, definitely hit the comments and hit the subscribe button too if you're into Sonic content like this. I will be posting videos every single week, as long as I don't have finals. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I can't wait to see this movie, and I'm super excited. And I will make the video of my thoughts after the movie comes out and after I see it, and we will discuss even further in detail of what I loved, what I didn't like, all of the above. So thank you again for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.